my channel. So today is going to be a first impressions and try on haul from the brand SHEIN. So these are one of the brands that you see online primarily like through a Facebook advert, and I've always been interested in buying from them. They have a ton of stuff for pretty cheap, and you know, I was always hesitant because I didn't know if it was like a legit company, but after like looking at reviews and so on and so forth, I thought, let's take the plunge, let's see what we can find. So yeah, we've got quite a few items. I will say it's primarily jumpers and tops. There I think is one dress in here, but I thought I'd do like a first impressions try on video with you. This is I think like only the second ever like try on video I've done on my YouTube channel, so just bear with me. It's a pretty gloomy day out, so I'm trying to use as much light as I can. You may see a tiny little puppy here because Blue likes to join me for all of my videos. Hello. Hi. Hi, hi. So yes, let's try things on. Firstly, shipping was, you know, fairly quick. It wasn't the quickest. They did come in 2 separate orders. One that came today was the majority of the stuff, and then there was another one a couple of days ago that was just 2 items. The 2 items just came in like random plastic bags, but the ones that all came today came in their like SHEIN bags. So this is what they look like. It's like a slightly thicker plastic bag with a little zip on top. I mean, you could definitely reuse these bags. It says, please reuse this bag if you wish to return your product. Repack carefully and reseal pack if returning this item. So we'll try this on. I don't know what their returns are like, so we will have to look into that as well, whether it's free returns or whatnot. So yes, but let's just get started. So with everything, I will link them down below. I will insert a picture of what it looked like on the model. I'll also leave the price up so you know how much it is. But this is the first jumper. It also, if you see my trousers and are wondering where they're from, these are Tesco F&F. Just really cozy, like knitwear trousers, like loungewear. So yes, but this is the first jumper. Already putting it on, it's a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be. It's a pretty cute top. I'd say it's definitely more of a long sleeve top as opposed to a jumper, which is what it looks like on the model. She definitely looks like she's in some sort of cozy jumper. I definitely think it's a lot tighter. It's, you know, fairly loose, if I can step back. You know, it's not like completely tight. For reference, I am 5'1", 5'2", and about a size, anywhere between a size 8 and a 10, probably more so on the 10 side at the moment. So just to give you an idea, but this is, you know, it's comfortable for me. The sleeves are quite long, but I like that in a sleeve. I like to be able to, you know, cozy my hands up in it. I don't know if you can see, it's like this waffle print with like an oaty but slightly pinky oat. I mean, you can see I have got like a white patterned bra underneath. You can see the black strap of it, so that would give you some sort of indication how see-through it is, and I don't know. You can sort of see, especially with the light on it, you can see my white bra underneath, so you'd have to choose that carefully. But yeah. And I got this in a size small. I'd say it fits quite nicely. Depending on the price, I don't know if I'd keep it. I think if I had tried it on first, I might not necessarily have bought it. Like if I tried it on in a shop. But yeah, that's the first jumper. Okay, so this is the next top jumper. Again, what size? I got this in a size small. I don't think this is for me. So it's got these like cold shoulder details, but it's a lot of shoulder. And considering this is the part of my arm I dislike the most. No, I think, I'm just gonna look in the mirror. I think if it was completely like sewn up and just, you know, leopard print down the sleeve, I think I'd prefer it more. I think it's a nice top. The size, you know, it fits well, but it just, for me, accentuates that bit of arm that I don't like. And I think it is, like, you can see when I do this, like, it just looks a bit too gapey. So for me, that's a dud, I'd say. It may not be for you, but yeah, that's a shame. Like I said, I got that in a size small. So this is the next jumper. I'm just gonna bring you down slightly. I can't even tell if I've got this one back to front or not. But this is the next jumper. Well, it looks really pretty on the model, but I don't think it's for me again. I think it I think it needed to be slightly longer, so it's not so much half and half. This is actually brown, whereas in the picture it looked a grey, and the sleeves are quite wide, which I think I would have preferred them a little bit more tapered as opposed to the wide. Again, I got a size small, but yeah, I think this is a dud. As far as the actual material, the material is really nice. It's quite thick material, but it's not itchy. So yeah, oh sorry pup. It's a win-win for me on material, but not so much on the style, unfortunately. What do you think, Baloo? What do you think of my jump here? I don't like it, Mummy. You don't like it? Oh yeah, that is that one. That's a no. So this is the next one. This was probably one of the ones that I was most excited for. Pretty sure again I got a size small. Yeah, I will say the material's not as soft as I would have hoped it would have been. Is this the same pattern? I'd say on the sleeve, because the sleeve is like a thin, not like spandex, but I don't know if you can tell from this, the material, but it's not cotton, it's like a nice light fabric. But I would have, in the picture, the bits in between looked more white than it was grey. What do we think? It's a little bit baggy, but you know, comfy. I'm gonna have a look in the mirror, see what I think. I quite like this. I think paired with some jeans, it would look quite nice. I just don't think the quality is just as high as I would have hoped. I mean, for the prices, you kind of assumed it would be. I know this is sort of on a slant, I apologise. I like this. I would definitely wear it. I think this one would be a keeper. Yeah, this is the best out the bunch so far. I think we've got two more jumpers, and then we'll go on to the shirts. So this is the next top. Again, size small. This is like a grey peplum, but a very high peplum, I will say. And it's got like bellowy sleeves to it. The material again is quite thin. Yeah, you can sort of see how thin that is. It's nice and light and airy. I'm gonna have a look at it in the mirror. I think I need to try this on with jeans to see what it looks like. I think I like it, but I don't know if the peplum is sitting at the wrong place for me. I think it's sort of making me look wider than I am, especially with the wider sleeves. What do we think? It got loads of actually quite good reviews online, and I can see if it works for your body shape that it would be. I think this is sitting too high. It's pretty much sitting just under my bra line, so I think if it was like a smidge lower. I think it's just making me look frumpier than I'd like to be. Yeah, so I think this is probably a no as well. So this is the last jumper. Again, it's a pretty thin material. It's actually even got like a thread hanging off it, but this is like a really gorgeous pinky mauve colour, and on the neckline it's got a little bit of lace, which actually is sitting really nicely. It's quite a nice shape. Again, it's a small, it's quite big and roomy. I do quite like it. It's not anything that I've got a colour in. I just don't know if I like sort of the v-neck style. I'm only thinking of that because my mum's just bought a jumper that's pretty similar to this from Next. I might have a look at the price on it. Depending on the price, I might keep it. I don't think the material's too itchy because I've got a real problem with itchy fabrics and things, but again, it is quite see-through, so you pretty much would need like either the same colour or a nude colour bra under all of this. That's a maybe. I'll put that in the maybe pile. So this is the first top. This is like a really nice lightweight sort of silky linen material. Yeah, like a silky material. This is a size small and it feels quite big. It's again like sort of like a smock peplum almost detail. It's white with these little black bits on it. It's got brown buttons. Immediately I can tell, you know, anything that's got real buttons tends to pull for me across the chest. I am blessed with large boobs, so that is probably a no, but overall I just don't think the style of it's for me. I think it's maybe, I don't even know what would be wrong with it. It just sits a bit wide for me, I think. Yeah, that's a shame because I think it's a really nice light fabric. Maybe if you don't have as big a boobs as I do, then that bit would work a little bit better. I mean, there's a lot of movement in the arm, which I like. It doesn't feel too tight on the arm. But I feel like I just keep like pulling it and like adjusting it. So this is the next top, and it's almost like a Batwing Kimono top. Again, it's got real buttons. I did have to unbutton the last one because it was just like, you can see it's like pulling a little bit. I do have hips, so yeah, but it just feels like quite big. I don't know if they did this in an extra small, but I feel a little bit like roomy in the old up front. I don't know, I might just try tying it. It's a shame because this is like a really like it has the potential to be really, really gorgeous. I think I would just be so self-conscious of my boobs falling out, and to be honest, the way this haul is going, I don't think I'd want to reorder like a smaller size, because then I think it would be way too tight. I'm actually hesitant to grab a vest top and try it on and have this just as like a cover up. I think either for the beach or just like in general, this would be really cute. So bear with me, I'm gonna grab a vest top. So I've just put a vest top on. It is backwards, but you get the idea. And immediately, like, that has changed my thoughts on it. But I think I like it. Like I said, more like a little cover up than anything, because I don't really like my shoulders and that on show. And this just like adds something to it, doesn't it? Blue, what do you think? What do you think? Like as a summer cover up, which I mean, we're going into October and November now, so but yeah, I could see, like, especially on holiday, this would be quite nice, light, airy. So then we go to polar opposites, because this is a small. As you can see, it's a very see-through white top. The embroidery on it, super cute, and like pretty like decent embroidery. It's nice, but it is way too tight and too see-through for my liking, so that is an immediate no, which is a shame. I think we have just the dress left now, I think, and then we'll do final thoughts. So finally we have this dress. and it's like this blue and purple, almost like a Grecian look. It's like a teacup, if you ask me. Again, the print is really cute. I love the colour. It is pretty thin, so I don't know if you can see. Can you see colour under that? Possibly, yeah, you can see it a little bit. I think if you got away with like nude underwear, you'd be fine with it. It hits for me just above the knee. What drives me nuts is, I don't know if you can see from this distance, but there's like a seam here and then they add a piece of fabric. For me, I don't know why they do that, especially as a short person. I feel it sort of, it doesn't elongate as much as if it was all just a solid colour or pattern. So yeah, again, it does pull a little bit on top, but it is a really nice light airy dress. But as you can see, it is going to be one of those fabrics that creases like mad, and like on holiday I do not want to be ironing things. I've had a couple pieces that I've taken to Florida and we've ironed them and then I've just not worn them. Like I had to iron them once I got there and then just not worn them because I knew if I was going to go sit in a car it would crease. So as gorgeous as this is, I think I'd be worrying that it's maybe a little bit too short and light, that a gust of wind could blow it up. Again, the boob thing, and yeah, it's just a bit. If it was a different fabric, I think it would have been a winner if it was more of like a cotton fabric. So yeah, that is my SHEIN first impressions and try on. I think out of all of them I'm going to keep 2 items. So I think I'm going to keep this flouncy little cover up because I've not got any cover ups or anything like it, and then this jumper, which sort of was what, you know, drew me to making this order. I think it would just be comfy around the house. For the rest of it, it was kind of a disappointment. It was either, you know, just didn't fit right, or the fabric was too thin. Out of everything, what do we have? I'm just trying to look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 9 pieces, and I'm keeping 2. Overall, I don't think, I like to say I don't think I'd purchase from SHEIN again, but I possibly would, depending what their returns is like. Sign into your account, find mine orders, select the items you want to return, print the return label and securely tape it to the outside of your return, then drop off the package at Royal Mail. The first return label is free on your return for every order. Each additional return label for the same order. Okay. So I'm literally going to put everything in one bag and they can have everything back, even though it came in 2 shipments, because that makes no sense. To send it back in 2. So by the looks of it, your first return label is free. But I think if I was to have returned like the first 2 items from the order and then wanted to return more from the second lot of order, I think then it would have charged me for the second print of return label. But they're going to get it all back in 1 shipment. I don't care where it came from. So that's my SHEIN haul. Let me know what you thought down below if you like these try on videos. If you've ordered from them before, let me know what you thought of it. Did it live up to your expectations or not? I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be like this, but I was optimistic that it would like exceed my expectations, but sadly it didn't. So from me and a very unenthusiastic Blue, we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.